Hello, this is Dr. Sonja, and welcome back to the Wisdom Ball and Dr. Sonja TV. Okay, have you ever thought about why you keep hearing that big C word? Content. Everybody's all up in arms about content. Especially if you're in business, you should be. Because what content is no longer just queen or king, but content equals cash. So when you hear now, and this moving forward, just know content is cash. And the reason why content is cash is for three very simple reasons. And I need you to hear me and hear me loud and clear. What does content do for you and your business? Whether you are selling hair care products or nails or lashes, or you have a brick and mortar, a real estate company, or you're a coach or a consultant, or even a speaker, content is cash. And this is the reason why it's cash. When you start looking at this, content builds a brand. Whether it's a personal brand, a business brand, content builds a brand. And if I were you, I would start looking at your content, building such an elite brand that separates you from everyone else. And the truth be told, if you understand and start building content, you will find yourself very quickly not having the competition that you thought you even had before. Because not everybody's going into this space, into this place of sharing content with the people that they know need to hear them or learn more about what it is. We've come to a place now, you can't say, buy this from me, buy that from me. They're looking for more of what's taking place along with that product or service that you're offering. So content is cash. The next thing about content gives you the opportunity to tell a story. Tell a story of a journey. Tell a story. Maybe it's your story that you want the audience to hear more about. Maybe it's a story about someone who bought a product from you. Maybe it's a testimonial, whatever the case may be. But your content equals cash, gives you the opportunity to tell the story. One that is authentic, that is relatable, and one that can get people thinking, wow, it's not just I'm buying a wig. It is not just I'm getting coaching. There's a whole story that goes along with it. And I believe whether it's a brick and mortar, you sell a product or a service or whatever the case may be, the more content you create, the bigger your brand becomes and the more you get to really share a story that is taking place. And next, last but not least, of why content is cash, because it gives you the opportunity to engage. Gives you the opportunity to engage with people, and it gives people the opportunity to engage with you. It's not just a product or a service. You're not just selling real estate. You're giving people the content that they need to be able to go on this journey with you, to listen to your story, and for you to build such a prestigious brand. It changes the game. Engagement is key. Content is cash, but engagement is key. You want people to engage with what you have to say as you're engaging with them. So if you don't engage with them with your content, they're not going to engage with you. And engaging with you is giving feedback or sharing or asking you questions and wanting to get to know you more. This day and age with content, there's so many people not taking the time to do content. I know, but Dr. Sonja, is so challenging. It really isn't when you understand a few things of how to go about creating content. And I'll get into that in just a few moments, but I want you to think about how can you get the audio audience to engage with you? And you do that by, and I'll just keep it on this page and share some other things. You do that by simply creating content that is relatable. Right? It's relatable to the people that are engaging with you. If you're selling real estate, and I know I keep going to that, but yours could be anything out there. Don't just do content about buying and selling a home, right? What happens when a person buys a home? What are some of the struggles that they go through with purchasing a home? That's how you create engaging content to get to your cash. They don't just, I sold a house or my client bought a house. No. What was the process that they went through? And maybe you can share what you see your clients, your audience going through. Let's say if I'm on this space of coaching and speaking, Relatable content, and gets me to my cash, is really sharing the pain points that my clients go through of starting and launching their coaching business or being a speaker, let alone being a thought leader. All the things in the content that can help them engage, but it has to be relatable. The next thing that it has to be as you're creating this content, or what you have to become and what you need to know your audience. Know your audience like never before. Knowing your audience is a game changer. What are they thinking about as you're creating content? What is your audience thinking about? What are they reading? What's keeping them up at night? What are their frustrations? No matter what business that you have right now or the one that you're launching, when you start creating content, you have to talk to the pain. Not just to the results that they want. Talk to the pain of what you know they're going through. Know your audience. What are they reading? What are they doing in a late night hour? What are they watching? What pain? What are the struggles that they're having? Knowing that will change the game. And the last thing you need to know is how to have a command presence. Command presence. Put a big P in here. Command presence. A command presence is showing up with a level of authority because you know your content. You know it. People are like, oh, Dr. Sonja, how do I create content? So who is it that you want to serve? What is it that you want people to buy from you? What do you want people to engage with you about? You have to have a command presence that you know that you know that you know that you know. And nobody else can tell you otherwise. It's your opinion or it's your life experience and your knowledge. As you go, content is cash. And knowing more about what's relatable to your clients, knowing your audience, what are they going through? What are they suffering through? What is their problem? What are they reading? What are they looking at? What are they listening to? And you having a command presence as a thought leader that is creating this content. Not one where you're shaking as you're delivering because you're not really sure. That's why it's so important to teach from a place of what you know, not what you heard and what you read. Really understanding and stepping into this space of being a thought leader and coming from a command presence with a level of confidence that will change the game for you. Now, instead of just thinking that content is just something that I gotta know right now, know these very simple things about content and it equals cash. It will change your business and will change your cash flow. This is Dr. Sonja. I'll see you for the next Wisdom Ball.